Hey guys, so today I'm presenting a business plan for a game that I'm building. It's not your typical game though. It combines two of the classics, Tetris and Block Breaker, into something I think nobody has really done before. And the goal isn't just to make something fun, it's to make something accessible. For kids who don't have the same opportunities the rest of us do. Let me walk you through it. This presentation outlines the business plan for a hybrid mobile and web game targeting children aged 7 to 14 in Morocco. The project is designed with alignment to the UN SDGs, specifically SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 10, reduced inequalities. To understand why this game matters, we first need to look at the problem it addresses. Children in developing countries face significant barriers when it comes to accessing digital entertainment. High device requirements, costly applications, and complex control systems make most modern games inaccessible to this demographic. The free games that do exist tend to be heavily monetized, loaded with ads requiring large data or downloads, or unavailable in local languages. The result is a clear gap in the market. There's no simple, low data, or instantly playable game designed specifically for this audience. The solution, I thought, was making a hybrid game that merges the mechanics of Tetris and Block Breaker into a single, cohesive experience. Here's how it works. Firstly, Tetris style pieces fall from the top of the screen. Each piece is composed of multiple singular blocks, and every block displays a number, representing how many hits it can absorb before it breaks. When a player completes a full row, they are rewarded with balls. These balls are then launched into the playfield, where they bounce freely across the map. Each time a ball collides with a numbered block, that block's number decreases by 1. When a block's number reaches 0, it shatters and disappears. This mechanic requires no tutorial. Within 10 seconds of loading the game, a player understands exactly what to do. That immediate is intentional, and it is the core to the value of this proposition. The game spans 10 levels, each designed to naturally escalate in difficulty without ever requiring instruction. In the early levels, 1 to 3, blocks are large, numbers are low, ranging from 1 to 5, and each completed row rewards the player with 5 balls. As players progress into the mid levels, 4 through 6, block sizes decrease, numbers rise between 5 and 15, and ball rewards increase to 8 or 10 per row. The advanced levels, 7 through 9, feature significantly smaller blocks with numbers reaching up to 30, and higher ball rewards to compensate. Level 10 functions as a boss stage. The smallest blocks, numbers up to 50, and maximum ball output. The difficulty curve is intuitive, progressive, and self explanatory. The primary target is children aged 7 and 14, with initial focus on Morocco. These regions were selected based on mobile penetration rates, youth population density, and the relative lack of accessible digital entertainment options. The business model begins as B2C, direct to the end user. However, the structure is designed to scale into a B2B later on, partnerships with schools, NGOs, and educational institutions over time. Critically, the game requires no app installation. It is accessed via a web link, eliminating one of the most significant friction points for users on low end devices. The value proposition is built around four pillars. Firstly, instant access. No downloads are needed, no signs, no barriers. Second, low spec compatibility. The game is optimized to run on entry level smartphones and even on slow internet connections. Third, emotional value. The experience is designed to feel fun, rewarding, and stress relieving within the first session. And fourth, ethical monetization. The core gameplay is always free. That's the key point. Any paid features are cosmetics only and never affect gameplay performances. The business model canvas summarizes the key structural components of the project. Revenue will be generated through rewarded advertisements, optional cosmetic items, and eventual institutional licensing. Initial costs are near zero, limited to domain registration and hosting. Distribution channels are social sort for videos, platforms, and peer to peer link sharing. Key resources include the game code itself, character intellectual property, user feedback data, and an AI assisted development system that allows a solo founder to operate at a startup velocity. Key partners in later stages include schools, NGOs, regional education institutions. Monetization follows a phased approach. Phase 1 prioritizes user acquisition over revenue. The game is entirely free to play. Phase 2 introduces optional reward meant advertisement, where players can choose to watch a short ad in exchange for extra balls or lives. Lastly, Phase 3 opens institutional licensing opportunities, allowing schools and NGOs to integrate the game into their programs. Through all programs, one principle remains constant. The core gameplay itself is for enjoyment and for freedom. There will never be a paywall for locking. The development roadmap mirrors the monetization phases. Phase 1 delivers the core game loop, the full 10 level hybrid mechanic, web based, and mobile optimization. Phase 2 adds competitive features, score tracking, leaderboards, and even friend sharing. Phase 3 introduces cosmetics, customization, characters, skins, and daily challenges. Phase 4 expands into community events and institutional partnerships. The entire project is being built solo with an AI assisted development tools and documented publicly as content creating a parallel audience, building strategy alongside the product itself. The project aligns directly with three United Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 4, College Education, the mechanics naturally promote pattern recognition, numerical literacy, and problem solving skills. SDG 10, Reduced Inequalities, free, instant, and low data access removes the financial and technical barriers that typically exclude this demographic from digital participation. SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being. Short self-contained play sessions provide stress relief and a sense of achievement, supporting the mental well-being of children in high-stress environments. Long-term, the project aims to partner with NGOs operating in low connectivity regions to integrate the game into existing educational frameworks. The competitive advantage of this project is not in technical complexity, it is in intentional simplicity. Most competitors in this space require app downloads, account creation, or even premium subscriptions. This game requires none of those things. The hybrid mechanic is currently absent from the accessible gaming market for this demographic. Additionally, the transparent development process documented publicly builds brand trust and an organic audience simultaneously. AI assisted operations allow a founder to maintain startup level execution speeds. The immediate next steps are to build and launch the MVP, a full functional 10 level game, web based and mobile optimized, and recruit between 20 and 50 test users from the target demographic to validate retention and replay rates. Development will be documented publicly as social content, and pilot partnership conversations with NGOs and schools in Kenya, Indonesia, or Bangladesh will begin following initial validations. As current state, I am aiming for Morocco. However, later on, I can even focus on the countries I just mentioned. And yeah, that's my initial plan. If the game is supposed to be accessible for kids with nothing, it should be built the same way. Thanks for watching, and if you want to follow the build, I'll document everything. For my next video, I will share the whole document process and what milestones I am aiming for each month and my personal goals for this project. Thank you and see you later.